Regina is up next in Las Vegas, Nevada. Regina, how can we help?
Hi, Ken. Hi, Dr. D. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I'm going to get right at it. I'm currently on baby step 2. I've been working on the debt snowball for about 5 years. And as of this Friday, I was thrown a curveball. I was served with paperwork from an attorney that represented me in 2020. And basically, he's calling my note due. I owe him 16 grand. So in terms of my debt snowball, I've been up for 3 days trying to rework it and trying to put priority in mind. My concern is, and my dilemma is, part of my debt snowball was the initial payment I made him. I mean, I'm tapped out. So how do I rework this debt snowball so I can see a light at the end of the tunnel?
How much were you paying him each month?
Well, I initially took out a 401k loan because I had to. I had no choices. It was based on my daughter and child support. So I had to have an attorney. I had to have representation. So that was $6,000. I'm still paying that back over a monthly period on a payroll deduction basis. And then I have a car loan and a small loan of $1,000. And
So
I just don't know which way to turn as far as prioritizing, because I've been doing it 3 different ways and I still can't see the light.
so you've been paying him monthly. It's coming out of your payroll. I mean, it's coming out of your check.
No, that's for
I
a 401.
apologize.
Yeah.
My
I'm
401,
confused.
Did you have an agreement in writing with him that you would pay him out over a certain period of time?
I actually had an agreement to pay him a specific amount, paid him that specific amount. He said he would no longer represent me after a certain amount of time because of COVID. It extended. So because I signed the initial paperwork and everything COVID-wise extended, yes, I owe him this amount of money.
Okay. So have you called him? Have you all sat down and talked? Or does he think, usually you get a demand letter, it's because you're delinquent in payments. Has he been trying to connect with you and you're avoiding him? Why is he sending you, why did he, this is his first option?
I think it's twofold. One, because no attorney's going to take me on to represent against another attorney. And 2, because he wants his money now. I think it's just, I'm sure he's been, shafted by others. I just don't have it. He knows very well I don't have it. I've contacted him twice in the course of 6 months and said, listen, we had this agreement. This is what I had. I told you. You told me. I'm stuck. And I don't know how to look at this outside of my own head. So I was just hoping maybe I could get a fresh perspective of, do I rework that snowball and sell my car? Because the car is the biggest question mark in my mind.
Well, how are you going to get to and from work? Get to the grocery store?
I Uber or Lyft. I work from home.
Okay. Does your car get you out of your debt with this attorney?
No, it'll get me about, if he wants 16 grand and he can settle on that and not cause me any more grief, I have one commission check coming in. It'll probably knock out half of it.
Hold on. So let's back up for a second. Your assumption that attorneys don't want to sue other attorneys is 100% false. I know several attorneys that love taking on crooked attorneys. They hate that people are out there poisoning the profession, and they're happy to.
I'm not saying he's poisoning, but I'm just saying, honestly, I don't feel he did an equitable job in what he did to me.
Okay.
All right. So,
all things being equal, I do owe him.
Okay.
I'm not trying to say differently.
So let's take the emotion out of this then. You have a $16,000 debt that just got called.
Yep.
Right? Are you able to go get a loan for this money and pay him?
No, that's where I'm having the difficulty. I'm tapped. Like I said, I took the original 401k loan to give to him.
Okay.
So, now we're talking, I have no other resources. I'm a single mom. I work 3 jobs. I don't have any more resources, and I truly don't have any more time. I'm fried.
Yeah. So Regina, he's trying to scare you. Let's forget let's forget about him for a moment, because he actually knows you don't have it. So
exactly.
if we could, let's just how many lines do we have in the debt snowball? So we got 16,000 to the lawyer. What else do you have in your snowball?
$8,000 for the car and a $1,200 just a small loan that I took out to cover expenses because I knew some other stuff was coming.
Okay, and then what's on the 401k? I know that's coming out, but I still want to know what that loan amount is.
It's currently at 5,000, just at 5,000.
All right, so we had 16,000 on the lawyer, 8,000 on the car, 5,000 401k loan, $1,200 in another loan. Is that it?
Correct.
Okay. And you're telling me with your 3 jobs, you're absolutely maxed out. You're paying everything you can right now. Are you putting money towards the $1,200 on the debt snowball? You've been working for 5 years. That tells me you're not making any progress.
Well, the problem is I have to hire an attorney every 2 years. My ex-husband takes me back to court for more child support. And this latest 2020 episode increased my child support by 25%. So I'm literally reworking the budgets and the baby steps every single year.
All right, so I'm trying to help you practically very quickly here. So
yes.
The car is worth how much? I know you owe $8. What's the car worth?
I think I can get $8 for it. I do think I can get $8 for it.
So that would wipe it out totally. So that's a
Correct.
massive chunk right there. I mean, here's what we teach. We teach working the debt snowball. You're in a situation where you've got a lot of variables coming at you. And I think as far as this lawyer goes, I'm trying to channel Dave right now, and I think you get tough with this guy and go, hey, dude, let me just be honest with you. Yeah. You know I ain't got it. We can look at it. You can come after me all you want. You're not going to get a dime until I can get healthy and I can get set, and I'm going to take care of this. I can work a payment plan and give him a little bit. He can get a little bit of something, and you can put that in the snowball based on a payment plan. But that's all he can get. You can't let his bullying and fear tactics make you make another poor decision.
That's right. So I'm sending him a certified letter that I'd make a copy of and let him know, you know that I can't do this. Here's our original agreement. Here's how it got kicked. It got expanded through COVID. Here's my financial situation, which you know, by the way. I do not have $16,000. I've already loaned against my 401k. But I will commit to paying you this much over the next few months, and we will go from there. And that's the best you can do. If he wants to sue you in court, cool. They're going to put a judgment against you, and you're going to be in the same spot. You're going to have a $16,000 debt, except it'll be plus court cost or whatever, right? And here's the other thing. I'm going to hook you up with a free session with a financial coach, one of our coaches, okay? So I want you to hang on the line, and someone's going to walk through this specifically with you, but I want you to keep in mind what Ken just said. If you are out of options, I want you to rest in that. And I know that sounds bonkers, but there's nothing else. Looking at these same numbers for 3 nights in a row doesn't make new numbers, right? It doesn't make there's not a magic solution that it's not a Rubik's Cube. You just got to turn it the right way. You got to say you got a bully coming after you for your money, and let's be fair to him. You owe him this money, and now we got to figure out a plan to get him paid back. And so that means you're going to he won't talk to you on the phone like a grown-up. Send him a letter and make sure that he signs for it.
I'm going to say this. I think you need a win, Regina. I'd sell the car. If you can truly get around and do what you got to do via Uber, I'd do it. I'd sell the car. Now we got a $1,200 loan. We can attack that. Then we'll figure out the payment plan to the lawyer. Get some victories. Our coach will help you. This is The Ramsey Show.